So I decided to give photography a second shot. And I think the best way to do that, or the best way to get started anyway, is to start with some stock photography. That way I can start generating some income and it can kind of support the rest of the hobby. Because I'm going to need new lenses. The camera I'm working with right now is a Rebel XTI from 2008. And you know, just really to get that ball rolling and just force myself to get out there and take a couple photos every day. See, the thing is, I have no hobbies. So my husband has like 6 solid hobbies that he works on every day. He's got his fish tank, he loves to work on cars, he likes to make music, he's into videography. I mean, I don't even remember what all of them are. I have no hobbies. I've been trying for a while to find a hobby, and the last thing I was interested in was photography back in high school. Like I said, over 10 years ago, got that camera in 2008, time for an upgrade. So to start simply, I'm gonna walk around my backyard, take a couple pictures, see where that takes me. All right, here we go. First, unlock. Open the door. Here we go, here comes the dog. There she goes. We got some plants right here that might make a couple cool shots. Look at this little cactus. Neat little guy. So my husband had, again, he has hobbies. He likes to feed the birds, and he likes to tell me every day, I have to feed the birds. Okay, well, go feed the birds. So anyway, the bird feeder used to be over here, and it dropped a bunch of corn kernels, and now we're growing corn in the backyard. So I think this fence looks pretty cool. It's new, it's got like that new fence look. It's very bright. I like the solid black locks up against that wood. There's Cody again, say hi Cody. Another short passion project by my husband was this little pool right here. We bought it for $40 at Aldi. And then we quickly learned that there are no level surfaces in our yard. So every time we filled up the pool, it would kind of not stay filled. Yeah, so it would overflow and kind of cause a swamp in the backyard. So for the past little bit, you know, we've let it kind of get filthy, and Cody's been enjoying going in the pool. Hey Cody, get in the pool. Yeah, see, she loves it. What else we got? We have lots of trees. There's the back of our house. We're gonna burn this pile eventually. Got some sunflowers again, that came from the bird seed. More corn over here by the deck. We got some black-eyed Susans. Here's some cool purple flowers. There's some berries on this tree right here, this bush. Here's our nasty, used to be a fountain, is now a gross bird bath. But there's at least a filter in it to stop any mosquitoes from leaving eggs. So then we have this lovely little cork garden right here. And then this is just some overgrowth. So we bought this house back in April. It's now the end of July. We haven't done too much to the landscaping, and we had a baby in June, so we mostly just let it go. That's why a lot of it looks overgrown. There's Cody's little fluffy butt. We got some nice ivy or whatever the stuff is down here. Some more rocks, trees. On the other side of our beautiful fence. There's some ivy on those trees over there. So I'm gonna wander around, take some photos, see what happens. So yesterday I went on my little photo adventure around the yard and took some photos. Last night I edited all of them. Well, I edited the ones that I liked. I picked about 18 that I submitted to Adobe Stock, so fingers crossed, hopefully some of them will get accepted. So I did pick 4 to talk about today, and let's dive in. So the first one here is, like I said, I like to look at the fence. So it's the fence up against the sky with some clouds. It was the first thing that I thought of when I thought about stock photography. It seems like a pretty basic concept. You know, I don't really like stock photos for the most part, but I do use them in my day job pretty frequently. So I understand the you know, it's a means to an end, it's a necessary evil. So I use a lot of, I guess, textures, patterns, materials, those types of photos in my day job. So those are the kind of the things that I was looking for because I could relate to it personally.
So this photo is, you know, that wood. It's got that nice straight line across, and then it kind of juxtaposes against the nice soft sky. All right, let's move on to the second photo. So that's this one. Now, this was actually one of the last photos that I took. And that's because I was done, I was heading back in. As I approached my deck, I saw this moth land on this flower, and I was like, well, that's perfect. So I started snapping some photos. Now, the cool thing about this picture is actually what happened in the post. So, and I still don't know all the words yet, but I took a little brush and I colored in the moth, and that allowed me to edit only the colors within the moth rather than the whole photo. And the reason for that is because there's some bright orange on that flower already. And I didn't want to blow that out too much, but I did want to bring up the color on the moth. So here's the original photo, and then here's the edited one. And you can see the difference there. That moth really didn't have a whole lot of color to start, and I really wanted to make it pop. So there's that. Moving on to photo number 3. That would be this one. So again, this was at the end of my little photo journey through the yard. I came back into our screened-in porch, sat down, looked up. And I do this a lot. Like, you know, if I turn on my phone camera and whatever it happens to be pointed at, it's usually an image that I kind of like because it's not purposeful, but it, like, you know, sometimes it's a ceiling fan, sometimes it's something in the room, or it's, you know, a person at an angle that you wouldn't normally take. So those accidental photos are the ones that I'm kind of into. So I sat down, I looked up, and I was like, that's perfect. So I just took the camera, faced it up, snapped the photo, and here we are. Again, it's that texture, materials, got some string lights in it for a little bit of a difference. I also did take some photos just of the wood, and I like those as well. Those are hopefuls for Adobe Stock. So then, last but not least, this brick wall in our backyard, part of the back of the house. Again, just pretty basic materials, texture, great for text overlay or even using, you know, opaque for some kind of effect over another photo. So hopefully they get accepted by Adobe Stock, and hopefully you enjoyed kind of seeing the fruits of my labor. So this is my first video. We're hopefully going to just improve from here. My husband's going to be working on an intro for it, and we're going to, you know, I know that audio was a little bit rough in the screen-in porch, and this audio might be rough too, we'll see. But we don't have a microphone yet, so we'll be investing in one of those, and these can really only improve from here. So please like the video, subscribe if you're interested in following my photo journey or seeing any of my husband's videography work, or, you know, anything else that we might decide to put on this channel. We're hoping for it to be fun. So yeah, please like, subscribe, share, whatever it is you do. You know, you've used the internet before, you know what you're doing. All right, we'll see you next time.
I gotta fill the bird feeders in the morning.